Hi guys, how are you doing? On Thursday I was part of a meeting hosted by Chippenham Town Council discussing the possibility of creating a community eco-hub. There must have been more than 20 organisations represented. I was on my iPad so it was difficult to track. People of good heart wanting to do their best for Chippenham. Lots of ideas looking to help all in the town. Going forward there's a smaller working group drawn from those at the meeting, developing what the hub might look like. Let me know if you have any thoughts or ideas. It will be interesting to see what comes of it all. At Dayspring we talk about serving what we find God doing in Wiltshire and beyond. We believe that God is already at work in the world. So whether we're at work, in school or with friends, rather than seeing us bringing the presence of God, it's more effective if we can sense where God is already at work and join in. We see that in the story of Philip. After Stephen's death, the believers are scattered and Philip ends up in Samaria. An angel tells him to go to a road, the Spirit prompts him to draw alongside a chariot, and he finds someone reading the scriptures. He offers to explain them, and you know the rest. Philip found God at work in that the Ethiopian was reading the scriptures. He joined in by explaining them. It's great to say we serve what we find God doing, but the challenge I find is noticing what God is doing in the first place. Sadly, we don't always get angels telling us what to do. At Avon we used to say hindsight is 20/20, and sometimes I'm good at noticing God at work after the fact. Too busy, focused on what I need to get done, or rushing to the next thing at the time. Other times I do feel the promptings of the Spirit, but I'm not bold enough to act on it. I'm determined though not to give up, and I learn from when I miss it, and by the grace of God find ways to help me to be better at it. To help us to be more intentional, we thought this spiritual practice from Vincent Donovan, introduced to us by Michael Harvey, might help. Acorn, ask, connect, obey, relay, next. Today we're looking at ask. Some of us over this time have got to know our neighbours better. Rolf and Karen chatted to neighbours after the clap for the NHS and key workers. And on Sunday, as they were gearing up to lead worship, one they had befriended was knocking on the door for a chat. Like many of you, Laura and Greg, Chiquita and Richard, and Linda and Roy have in different ways shown the love of Jesus by helping neighbours. Sue suggested to those in our close that we meet at the end of our drives for a socially distanced cup of tea on VE Day. It was so well received we did it again a month later. One of the neighbours enjoyed it so much they suggested we did a barbecue. The weather curtailed that, but we did meet for a drink. The summer and life getting busy with the return to work and school and starting again at kids' activities means we're back to more the way things were, nodding a polite hello to each other, but not much more. Was this just a blip, part of that strange year 2020, or could it be something more? What might happen though if we ask God each day, who is it that you are putting on my heart today? What would you like to say to them? Over the next 4 weeks, we'll look at connecting with God and obeying him and relaying on what's next. Last Friday, as I prepared for this, I thought I'd better put this into practice. Ask God, who are you putting on my heart? The name of someone whose wife had COVID symptoms and was waiting for a test result came to mind. They'd been waiting 2 days, longer than promised. The weekend was looming. The whole family was isolating until the result came through. I felt I should WhatsApp them, asking if they were okay. Could I help in any way? They didn't need any help, but were very appreciative of being asked. I'm waiting for the next prompting of the Spirit on this. So, more next time. Paul once said he planted the seed. Apollos watered it, but God gave the increase. If we, as directed by God, plant acorns, what oaks may he grow from them?